So I just want everyone to know, because next week on streams, we got some fun stuff happening. We'll be deciding on the first boss, which is something we've all really been looking forward to doing. We'll actually officially make a decision. We'll probably keep the poll open for about 24 hours though, so we'll know on Tuesday's stream who's going to be the first boss, and we'll probably plan the battle mechanics for that boss and implement the skills on Tuesday's stream. And then on Wednesday, it'll probably be the right time to actually start the next part of the main story, because we'll know who the boss is, and I'll plan it, I'll start it off. I always like write the first sentence or so, and because we'll know who that first boss is, we'll have an idea how to go about things, and that'll be fun too. So be prepared, just so you all know. Don't want anybody to be like, oh no, I had no idea, and completely miss out. I left all but 2 discords. Oh my goodness, only 2. I take it you left mine, Tox. That's a pity. It's a pity, because now you won't see all these awesome announcements we make. I had no idea. I to be honest, I'm in too many servers, so I could probably do with sorting it out as well. Hi Neffel, how's it going today? You having a good day, Neffel? Hope you are. Rex stopped sending nudes, had to go. Well, Tox, you are silly, that's all I'm going to say. It's a good job Rex isn't lurking right now. But anyway, so yeah, you know that, guys, you know the plan for next week. I'll probably remind people throughout the stream about that though. I want everybody to know about Monday's fun stream. And we are gonna do some characters, so let's have a look at who we've got. We have Whitewatt's character to do. We have Elites and Fantasias. And we also have Juices. So I want to do the ones first of the peeps that are currently here. I feel that that's the fair way to do it. Do the ones of you who are in stream at the moment, which I believe is Elite and Juice. So who are we going to do first then? I welcome the banter. Okay, so we'll have a little peek through. I mean, Elite has already given us his avatar. Let's have a look. It was here. So this includes the Sprite Elite, or is this just the face set? Let's download that now. So I've got to open RPG Maker, and we'll get that folder put in as well, so that we can load it up in the character generator. The Good Guy. I like how you've called it the Good Guy Elite. So I'm going to rename it to Elite, just so we remember that it's Elites. And now is in the... we can open that in the generator now. So let's open RPG Maker and get started. We might as well do Elites first, being as it's halfway done already. And then we'll move on to Juices. I'm excited. You guys will get to have your avatars walking across the bottom of the stream with me today. I'm scary. He is the good guy. His evil patron told him so. Well, in his mind, he's good. Nobody thinks they're a villain, do they? After all, nobody. Everybody thinks they're good. Okay, so right, Discord. And I'll be continuing with all the skill stuff off stream over the weekend. I'll get, because I'm need to sort out the formulas for a few of those skills, but they're all done. We basically decided what all the 12 skills are going to be for those first 3 classes, so it's just about getting them implemented and working, and I'll be gradually working on those over the weekend and over the next week as well, off stream, because on stream we'll be doing more of the more polls and story stuff next week. You're not good, you're neutral. Oh, you're neutral, Tox, and you're not a villain, Tox. Not saying I think you on. Of course, Tox won't be a villain. I hope I will get 500 raindrops someday. Keep lurking. Oh, that reminds me. Should we have a peek at who's coming close to the raindrops? We switch to this screen. We can have a look. So 500. Here it is. Here is the point where we have 500. So we got any new ones recently? I believe not. I believe everyone who has the 500 raindrops is already a legendary raindrop in the Discord. Otherwise, I'd give them the role immediately. Leaderboard. Yay, leaderboard, hypoo. So, the ones that are coming up, if you're curious, we'll have a little look at this. My head's in the way though, so should I move so you can see? We have Storm Eagle and Val coming up. I'm only counting people that are currently regulars in the stream. And Masked Emerald, I say. And who do we have coming up after that? We've got Dav. And yeah, that's about it really. So really, it looks like Storm and Val are the ones that are the closest and will be the ones that next get those 500 raindrops. So congrats to those. They'll be getting them very soon. They're basically like, what, 16, 17 raindrops away? Yeah, something like that. Valley's super close, yeah, and Storm. Storm's 15 away and Val's 16 away. That would take... How long would that take, guys? Who's good at the maths here? Hi, Milk, how are you doing? I'm a trickle, so cute. Being a trickle's adorable. Absolutely. I wouldn't complain at being a trickle, but I'm unfortunately a tsunami. And if we look at the ranks, you guys actually get to see what they are. I was thinking of having one above tsunami because there's a couple of people in the stream who have already got that, believe it or not. 10k raindrops. That just shows you, if someone here has got 10k raindrops, it just shows how like easy it is to actually get the 500. Well, it's not easy, but you know, in comparison to that, it's pretty insane. So 12 drops an hour for a sub, I think. Yeah, can be done for sure. And make the most of it, guys, this 500 raindrop, because it might not be like that forever. Who knows, maybe it'll get raised in the future. Just warning you in advance in case it ever does. But the only time I would ever do that is, like I say, if loads of people were suddenly getting the 500 raindrops and I couldn't keep up with the character sheets and stuff because there was too many people. But you know that we're fine. We're all good at the moment. No need to worry. Pain drop. Tox is a masochist. So yeah, if anyone can think of anything more badass than a tsunami, let me know, because it'd be great to have another rank. Just for funsies. Pain drop would be cool. Is it normally one drop every 5 minutes or one every 10? One every 10, Elite. Or 2 if you're a sub. Okay, so character generator. Oh, hang on a sec. For some reason, whenever I open RPG Maker, it like is too big for the monitor and I have to press that. It always bothers me a bit. Okay, load. Let's switch to this screen. Oh, my goodness me, doesn't this guy look like a really kind human being? Oh my goodness, that moustache on the battler's very funny, even though it's unlike, well, if we ever fight him, we will use his battler, won't we? But if he remains somebody, that's if, you know, he's that form when he's in battle, who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But this is why we keep the JSON file. Is that what it's called? A JSON file? But yeah, that's why we keep them, because then it's a lot easier to just load them up if we ever need to do the battlers, because I'll only be saving your sprite and your face set, because that's all we need for now, because you're only an NPC currently. He's so nice. He's based on Anatar before he finished the transformation to Sovereign. Yeah, he's cool in a very evil way. Right, so he looks a bit like Jesus, actually, my custom hero. Well, it's got the same hair anyway. Right, so we can like literally put Elite's character in right now in the stream avatar. How do you feel about walking across the stream right now, Elite? Because your sprite's right here, so can do it. And then it's just your character sheet. We've got to just get your info that you've got in the Google Forms over in a character sheet that we can make for you. So what I'm thinking of doing is get yours in, your face and your sprite. Get your sprite put in stream avatars. Then do Juice's face and sprite and get him in stream avatars. And then we'll do your character sheet. And then we'll deduce his character sheet. And if Fantasia pops in, we'll do Fantasia's face and sprite as well. It all depends, because if the people who we've still got to do the sprite and stuff all pop in, then they can have a say then on what they want it to look like. So, but if Fantasia doesn't pop in, then we'll just carry on with the character sheets for you guys and do Fantasia's another time. Put him there so his evil can start manifesting brave heroes to defeat him. Sounds good. Does he look exactly like this in your game, Elite? So, save face image. You've given us a few faces, haven't you, for him? So that'll be great for when we use different expressions and stuff. But this, I assume that's his default face. So that'll be what we use for the character sheet. Okay, so now I put them all in a folder where I keep them all saved. So, face, Elite. There we go. And sprite. First thing we'll do is get that sprite in stream avatars, I say. And then we'll deduce. And there's a little bit of setup involved when it comes to getting the avatar in stream avatars, but it's not too bad. It takes a few minutes. There we go. Saved. So I'm going to open Photoshop now. Hi Master Emerald, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. We were just having a look at who was coming up close to the 500 raindrops, and you were one of them, Master Emerald. That's the same face that he uses in my game. I really want to play your game. It'll be so... because I want to see what he's like, and it's so cool that he's making an appearance in Raindrop Chronicles, for sure. I'm sleepy, so I'm having a lazy day. How are you? Lazy days are fun. I'm having a lazy day too. Chill stream. I think this is doing the character creation is always quite chill, because there was a little bug yesterday when I was in the middle of doing the skills, and I need to solve it really before I can progress. So I thought, okay, so today's stream will be ideal to do some character sheets then, because we have quite a few to do, and we don't want to get too much of a backlog, because then, you know, it'll be a lot of character sheets for me to do. So we will open, where's the stream avatars? We'll use mine as a template. They basically, let me just get Photoshop up first so we can even see. So we basically have to set it up like this for them to work in stream avatars. So if we open elites, and then just copy and paste the right sprites in the right position, then that'll be it. And we just import it then in stream avatars. So we need the front ones and the right walking ones. It's going to be really fun to have your character with us here, Elite, and walking. I'm just excited to get more and more characters added, because eventually it'll be so cool seeing a lot of you guys walking across on the stream at one time. There was loads in yours yesterday, Elite, in your stream, because you've got the stream avatars now. It looked really, really cool. Yeah, so it needs to be lined up properly. That's fine. So we just need the walking ones then, and then we're done. Has anybody got any plans for the weekend? Anything exciting? Am I correct that it's Thanksgiving in the US next week? It's Thursday, right, isn't it? Correct me if I'm mistaken. Okay, so he's all done. Let's get that saved and popped in to stream avatars. You were correct, you forgot. Well, it's funny actually, because Thursday, the day of Thanksgiving, also happens to be the 70th stream of Raindrop Chronicles. And I was like thinking of having a Carol the Barrel appreciation stream. Some of you probably might be able to even make it because you'll be busy doing Thanksgiving stuff. But it feels very appropriate because I can like thank Carol the Barrel for being awesome. She's the one I'm thanking for Thanksgiving this year. Hello, I'm back. Hi, Jubes. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're going to be doing your character soon, Juice. We're going to literally get elites put in stream avatars, and then we're going to do your sprite and avatar. So if you want to have a bit of a say on what you want it to look like, then feel free to like say stuff in chat when we're making it. Feel free to like say if you want anything changing as we do it. But if you can't, no worries. I'll do my best myself. I'll follow your instructions that you've put in your form. So I'll just disconnect us from stream avatars for a sec. and we'll import Elite's character, but I need to open a folder and get it imported first of all. So let's just switch screens so you can actually see what I'm doing, everyone. I don't think Kindle Trash's character was in walking across the screen, actually, now I think about it, yesterday, because she was in stream, but I don't remember her avatar being here, so I do remember to change that next time. So Elite. So what do we have to have it set as? 48, that's it. .48 with a scale of 1. Go away. Why is that up? What's this black thing? I am confused. What is that? Because it's not letting me do anything. I'm going to have to turn it off and load it back up. I pressed something I shouldn't have, that's what I did. And some bar came up. Thanksgiving, oh my gosh, Tox. Only you would think of that. Okay, so let's try that again. Thank you, finally. Right, so then we just pop him in our whitelist. Otherwise he won't come up at all. And now you should come up. Well, we have to change your avatar. I'm gonna have to look at the documentation just to see what the command is that I need to do. Because at the moment you Kindle Trash's character, so we need to change the avatar. Thank you, bad lad, for that follow. I appreciate that. Okay, if the work allows me to do it, yeah. Well, no pressure at all, Juice. We'll do it for you, and hopefully at some point you'll be able to see it. But no worries at all. Okay, so all I have to do is !change. I hope you're ready, Elite, because we're about to do it. There we go. You're all done, Elite. You're there. Oh my goodness me. It's a long time coming. Sako. I like Sako. So Elite's done now. So we'll do Juicy's character now, and then we'll go do the character sheets for you guys after that. Okay, so let's have a little look at our, what Juice has filled in his character form. Don't know what is. We're standing together. Our hair looks the same, except I've got bangs. Okay, so Juice is a minor NPC. Interesting. So let's read what Juice is then. Let's find out. Usurter. Oh, I'm going to have to be told how to pronounce that one. Carmichael. A reptile. Oh my goodness me. Another reptile. Another reptile in the game. A merchant reptile. None that he can remember. No family, maybe. I wonder what sort of reptile this is going to be. This is interesting. I'm intrigued to read the personality. No one does how to pronounce it. It just tells everyone to call him Use. Use? Is that how you say it? Is it Yus or Use? That's a cute name. For short. I like names where you can shorten the name. He's excited, optimistic. Oh, he's deceitful. Oh, damn it. He's just as bad as the other reptiles then. There was me wondering if this was going to be a nice reptile. Spontaneous, reckless, open-minded, talkative and rebellious. Lies a lot, dealing with consequences of his acts. He is a liar. Oh my goodness me, Juice. I'd have never have guessed it. Even though he likes to trick people to sell stuff, he's actually a very skilled warrior. Oh my goodness. He doesn't remember too much about his childhood. Each time someone asks him about it, he always comes up with a new answer. From what he knows, he's completely alone in this world. He can also travel super fast between places and no one knows how he does it. Has he got teleportation powers? Oh my gosh. And let's see what he looks like. Oh, that's for humans and humanoids. Right, let's have a look. Oh, so he's a green one. Another green reptile. Gold. He wears a hat and never takes it off. What's his hat gonna be like then compared to Rex's, I wonder? These reptiles have a bit of a love for hats. By this theme we've got now. Yeah, I clicked the checkbox by accident. I know. Should I have a look at this image then? Let's have a peep. Okay, so he's going to look like this guy, except a reptile, I assume. And is he going to have that similar hat, like a sort of bandana like that then? That is a bandana, isn't it? Right. Has he got a walking stick as well? It hides their lack of hair. Do-rag reptile. But yeah, this is really cool. We got a merchant in the game now. We don't have any merchant characters yet. So I wonder what village or town he's going to be in. Or maybe, who knows, maybe he's just a wandering merchant. We don't know, do we? But that's as close as I could imagine. Okay, so what are the main features of this guy? The bandana, the outfit. What sort? Let's create him now and we'll see what we can do. If you think something different, that's cool. We'll see what we've got. We'll have a look at the assets that we've got. Pixel, thank you for that raid. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Rip the bun. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the channel. How was your stream, Pixel Logic? Let's give a shout out to Pixel and see what I predict. Science and technology. That's my prediction. I was right. Yay. How are you guys? How was the stream? What did you get up to? Tell me all about it. Defend yourselves. But yeah, guys, if you're curious what we're up to today, we are making some character sheets. We have like a Google form where if you've got a certain amount of raindrops in the stream, you can be a character. Raindrops are our stream currency. And you get to fill in the sheet to be a character, and we're gonna be doing that today because we got a few new characters recently, so I'm gonna make a character sheet for them. And if you want to read about our project, find out what it's about, we have a command for it here. And thank you for that follow as well, Pixel. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get RPG Maker up and get a good reptile for Juicy's character. This is exciting. I have fun creating the beast characters. So shall we go back to the default, guys, so we don't use elites? Oh my goodness, look what happens. You have some really strange looking ones when you randomise, because there's a lot of beast faces there and they don't go well with the mouths, the human mouths and noses. They're not meant to be combined, otherwise you get some very, very weird looking creatures. My goodness. Let's get rid. Right, I want to go back to default, so we'll cross it off and I'll put it again. Well, yeah, they're horrific, aren't they? So let's. I'm gonna have a peek at Juicy's form to make sure I'm getting the details right as we correct that. So it is a male, and it is a reptile. So we 100% know that. So let's get the reptile face up. But obviously, we want to get rid of the human nose and mouth and the ear. So we can easily, well, reptile ears. Nose, no nose. And mouth, well, there's reptile mouths. And there's different ones. We can have a smiling mouth, a moody mouth, or an angry mouth. So whatever fits his personality the most, but I assume we'll have them all at some point because we'll make some expressions for him. Let's get rid of the eyebrows as well. So I'm going to open Rex's Reptile's character sheet actually while we're creating this, just so we can compare and obviously make them look a little bit different from each other. And Chub Cheeks is all covered up in armour, so we can't even see what his reptile looks like at this point. So let's get Rex's up. So this one here is Rex's reptile. So let's make him bald. He's going to be wearing a hat. So we don't know if we're even going to give him hair. We haven't even really decided whether reptiles have hair or not. We haven't even discussed that at this point. We know that Rex's is sort of bald, but is that because his hair's under his hat, maybe? I don't know. So he might not be bald. Hi Storm, how are you doing today? I don't know. That's how you make the characters, and this is so cool. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it, Juice? It's a very easy, fast way of doing it, and you can import custom parts as well to the generator, which I have done a few times when we don't have some of the assets, so that's pretty neat too. Let's get rid of the clothes. He's going to be stripping off, so right, we can give him a reptile body, so let's find that. Or I don't actually know if we can do the body through the generator or whether, I remember it being confusing, I think, but I do have the assets for the body. I'm just not sure if they're in the generator. Oh, and we also need to remember to add the tail. There we go, click that as well. The colour of the sprites for the reptiles don't actually match up with the faces, so I will have to change those manually in Photoshop, which isn't a problem at all. Although I could just change the gradient, that will probably be easier, because I can take the gradient PNG in Photoshop and add the colour we need that way, so we'll probably do that actually. But let's find that reptile body, because I swear when we did Rex's reptile, which is here, you can see he's got the neck. I can't remember if I did that manually in Photoshop or whether it was in the generator, because I ain't finding it. What would it even be under? So reptile tail, that's it, I believe. And the wings. But ignore the colours for now, we'll sort those out properly, we'll get them done on the gradient. But I'm looking for that body. We don't want it to have a human body, of course. But yeah, I think, I have a feeling I have to do that manually because there's just there's nowhere for it in the generator. But I will double check. How's everyone doing? Doing well, Storm. We're having a character creation stream today. We're doing Elite and Juice's characters. Yeah, I'm definitely convinced that the body's not there. But no problem at all. It'll be simple enough to get them manually put in on Photoshop. Let's see if I can find the assets for the body, because there's somewhere. Give me a moment, chat. Yeah, here's the body right here. So I do have the body, but and they are meant to be in the generator, but they aren't. So what sort of green would you like him to be? Like the colour that Rex's is? Or a different type of green? Because it's totally up to you, Juice. Decent. Yeah, I hope things get better for anybody that might not be having the best time. A little bit more light green. Ooh, cool. So let's have a look. Let's get a good colour in Photoshop decided right now, so we can get the colour done, and then we'll add his cat and clothes afterwards. So we'll do it by the body, if we can use the body as our example to find the right green. So it's quite difficult actually using the lightness adjustment, because it changes the outline colour as well, which isn't ideal. So I might prefer to do it this way, with a blending layer or something. So I suppose that's the original green that Rex it is, and that's a light one. Is that a bit too bright? If it's bright, we can make it a little bit more saturated just fine. It's totally what you prefer. So that's reasonably lighter. We can aim for something like that. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's a nice green. So okay, so we'll aim for that. I'm gonna actually save that color code. Hi Kung, how's it going? You're lurking. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Kung, for the lurk. Hope you're alright. Cool, looks just like your avatar. Yeah, Elite's now here, isn't it? His character's now in the stream. And just so you know, guys, if you check the live announcements in Discord, I've said that next week we've got some really cool streams coming up. We've got the first boss poll, and we'll have the next part of the main story as well to vote on and give submissions for. So Monday for the first boss and Wednesday for the next part of the story is the plan. Okay, so I've saved that colour code. Right, so we have to get the gradient file open for skin colours. Let's, because it's strangely, the one thing that's strange about the generator is that the face for the reptiles and the sprites take a different gradient, and that's why we struggle to match the colours up. So we need to manually do this ourselves. But we'll have a super cool character, so it'll be totally worth it. Can be a bit fiddly sometimes, a generator, but I still think it's much easier than the alternative, which would be to build, you know, one from scratch, of course. So let's find the gradient. Okay, so this is the gradient that we use for the generator. So all we have to do is we'll just replace one with the light green colour we want to use for Juice, and we can always put it back to how it was before afterwards, because we're only allowed to have one gradient PNG file. And so here it is, just so you know, that's what we'll be sorting out. So let's have a look. So we've got, for the face, we'll change that last box, and the black one will also change. Okay, so I'm going to just replace those black gradients, I'd say, with the light green. So I'm going to copy and paste this green one here, and we'll just edit that to the light green one. So that might be it, that might be the light green shade we want, but we might want it a touch lighter. We'll have to experiment to see. We'll say, so we'll save it, like these, and see how they look in the generator. But if they're not the colour we want, we can always just adjust that colour a little bit on here. So all we have to do is save over, and we'll save Juice, what we've got so far for this. We'll save it as Juice, and then we can open it easily then. So if we close it and open it again, it should have the new gradient colours. All going well. Okay, so I have to do one more thing. I did the wrong black. It's I think it's this one that yep, it's that one. Have a good stream, everybody. Thank you, Kung and Ghosty. Thank you for that host. How are you doing? Muffin as well. You're a lurky turkey. Oh, that's a really cool word, lurky turkey. What a good name that would be for someone on Twitch. Have I missed any chat? Slobs isn't letting me roll back. Slobs is silly. Okay, so save. Now we should have the green gradients in now, 100%. I'm convinced of it. Yes, we have. Here's our light green. Obviously, that isn't going to be it. We're now in a green human. So let's load our juices. Okay, so he looks a little bit like it's changing the outline colour. So I'm going to change the blending thingy or whatever, just alter it a bit so that doesn't happen, because I like the light colour. The colour's cool, but I like to keep the outline, if that makes sense. So it feels like we've lost the outline a bit, like that, for example. That's a pink. Well, that's a light colour and still got the outline, and that one. I wonder why that one's not got the outline. Weird. But let's just see how they look colour-wise first. Colours look off. They should be the same, but they're not. Are they the same? No, they're different. Let's work. I think I know what the problem is actually. Let's go back in Photoshop. It's because I've put them on top of another one. So I'm going to have to delete those dark ones underneath. It's probably they're blending weird against it. One of them's hiding. I'm just going to do that one again. Okay, so let's try again. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about the beast races is that the generator is a bit tricky with them, just because they're not built for the beasts. It's just like meant to be a human generator. The beasts aren't there by default. They're like specially made extra assets, which are really cool, don't get me wrong, but there's just a bit more adjustments that you're doing when it comes to working them in the generator, but it's not an issue at all. It's cool to be able to practice with this, because it'll eventually we'll have to make a ton of reptiles, and I'll have to learn to be pro at figuring out stuff like this. God damn it, slobs. I know, yeah. I feel like I'm getting a cold. It's because it's winter, that's why. I want to know why the outline's messing up for that. It's probably something... Feels like it hasn't changed it. Okay. Let's have a look at this. So I've deleted the layer that was behind these gradients, so that shouldn't be the issue. It's probably because they're I'm using a blending mode, it must be. So I'm gonna have to flatten it. I don't know, I'm confused. Because this worked with Azrael, because you know Azrael's kitty? He had his fur changed to blue. And we had to do the same thing with the grading. We had to like add our own colour. And seemed to be okay then, but it seems to be being a bit of a butt face for us at the moment. Hang on. But maybe I'm going about something wrong. It's a learning process. Always is. But if it gives us too much trouble, we'll probably just literally change its colour in Photoshop or something. And do it that way. Because it might just be easier to do that way. Yeah, it's making the outline go pale. Okay, so let's do plan B. Because this one's been a bit of a... The gradient's been silly for us, so... we'll get the clothes and everything on Juice's character now, but for now we'll just use the normal green, and then we'll lighten it in Photoshop after when he's done. I think that'll probably be the easiest solution. The gradient would have been easiest if it behaved itself, but it's not. I'll figure out how to master the gradient thing eventually, but I'll need a bit of time. So let's have a look at changing the colour of the sprite. We might need to just keep it as the default one as well, which is weird. It looks nothing like the same green, does it? And now that green is closer, but it's got rid of the black outline. It looks like faded, which is a bit weird. So we could... Hang on. Right, we'll just use this. I know these colours are completely off, but we will change them manually in Photoshop. That's what we'll do. But because we have to add the body anyway, so it'll just make sense to do that sort of stuff in Photoshop. But we'll figure out what clothes we need for him, and if we have to, we'll manually add the clothes from the generator in Photoshop as well. So we'll just have a peek at what we've got. Let's look for that hat that we're after. So accessories. Let's see if there's any bandanas. Look at that one with the bow on it. Don't worry, there's no rush. Thank you for making me, by the way. It's very cool. It is cool, even though, as you can see, sometimes the generator can be a bit not perfect. So we might, yeah, but sometimes it's mostly perfect with humans, because that's what it was built for. With the beasts, you can tell it wasn't originally meant for the beasts in a way. So I'm gonna probably do the majority of this guy manually in Photoshop, but we'll figure out what hat and stuff we're gonna give him. So we can change the colour of the bandana and stuff as well. So let me know what colour you'd like it to be. But we've got one like this, which I suppose is most like what's in the image, but we have some little scarf type of things too. So I guess it's which one you prefer visually out of them all. The bow. You want the bow? Do you want to go for it, Juice? If you want the bow, you can have the bow. Just say the word. So, just let me know, Juice, what kind of bandana you like out of all this lot, and we'll go for it. Now, but not. It'll be crazy. Crazy in a good way, though. So I'm going to look at that image you sent me again of that guy. So he's wearing a black one. I don't know why he's got badges on that one, but I guess it was just made like that. But, you know, who knows? Maybe we can get rid of them on Photoshop if we want to. It's all what you prefer. But let's have a look at the clothes we can give him as well. I'm sure there's something. The sort of outfit he's wearing is a sort of no sleeves, browny black kind of tunic, I guess. It's the best way to describe it. Not too posh at all. Let's see if there's anything similar. And ignore that he's got a human neck at the moment as well. We'll sort that problem out. There's quite a few relay, and you can't really see the shoulders on the face avatar, but you can see on the sprite that certain ones don't have sleeves. I guess it's just the visual preference, but we can change the colour to a brown or a black. That one has sleeves. That one's short sleeved, but it's whether you like the collar really. Because I know that this one doesn't have a collar on the picture you sent me. But there's so many, as you can see. We've got a bit of choice. I don't know if there's any that... I mean, this one exposes his neck more. And that doesn't really... It has like shortish sleeves. So that could, if you wanted to have less of a collar and have the neck exposed, that could human neck. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start building him on here, his avatar, because we're going to have to do it this way anyway, so we can cover up that human neck. I really can't remember how I designed Rex's in the end. I might have done his manually as well, because the hat and stuff was all manually added on. So let's get a reptile face from the generator. There's so many assets. Okay, so here is our reptile face. From now on I will probably be doing the beast races this way, just because building everything on top, as long as we get everything aligned how it should be. I might actually get one in as a beta template behind him, just so we can make sure everything's correctly aligned. So let's get an avatar. Yeah, this way we can make sure we align him properly and get the face in the position it should and the ears. So we'll make him a bit transparent now. So that's how it should be. There he is. We just need to give him his ears. We also need to make him a lighter green. So paste. So that's kind of the original colour. We can even go a little bit lighter if you wish, Juice. But at least we've got the black outline this way, because it gets rid of it in the generator for some reason. That one looks cool. Hi Podger, how you doing today? It's good to see you. Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry, chat. I've done what I always do, which is forget to get the right screen up. But here we go. I'm in the middle of building Juice's reptile. How are you doing, Podger? It's good to see you today. I hope you're having an awesome day. Which one looks cool, Juice? Let me know. The one that we've currently got? Because it's totally up to you. We have a range of stuff. If you want him not showing neck, then this one. This one, if you want him not showing neck, probably. And if there's any I'm flicking through and you're like, oh, I like that one, just say and describe what it looked like, and I'll try my best to find it. Or you can say top left or left from third or whatever on which row, and that's fine too. There was one, but I forgot where it is. There's that one as well. There was one that had a collar, but I've lost it now. There's so many. The ones at the top are all the posh ones. Current one, the one you had, that was called Awesome. So that was that one, I believe. Would you like black or brown? I mean, we can change the colour further in Photoshop and darken it if you'd like, because we have a bit more freedom if we bring in the assets into Photoshop, because we're limited with the colour picker on here. So let's get his well, we need to pick some eyes for him actually, for you, because these, you don't necessarily have to have these eyes. There's lots. What eye colour did we say he had now? Is it gold? I think it was gold, wasn't it? Yeah, gold. So let's give him gold eyes. So I think that's a good gold. I guess it's just picking the style of eyes you like now for him. He looks like a completely different person based on what eyes you want. There's so many. I honestly wouldn't know which ones to pick. So I'm literally going to go through them. And if there's any eyes in particular that you think, oh, I like those, then say what number it is. We'll try our best to find it anyway, because there's a lot here. Well, you can always say big eyes or slitted, and that can help narrow it down as well, just describing the eyes, because some of them are like super massive big eyes like that. Others are more like, you know, like narrowed eyes. Some you know, they're all like very different. He looks cute like that. Brown, you want the brown clothes? Awesome, fair enough. And hi Zappy, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. Thank you for that follow, Mind Right. It's Juice's character. So the plan is to get, well, we've got elites in. The goal is to get Elite and Juice's character walking across the stream. So hopefully we can get Juice's character done, and then we'll be doing their character sheets once we've got their character walking across. Huzzah. And we've got Fantasia's to do as well. But I don't know if Fantasia wants to be here when I do their character, you see. Need 9 more. I know you're really close, Storm Eagle. I think you and Val are the closest ones to the 500. Oh, Pink Zeppelin's quite close as well. I'll leave that to you. Pick ones that look like if they were from a liar. Okay. So if it's going to be like a sneaky one, a sneaky merchant, I definitely think, do you guys agree, chat, slitted eyes? Like, you know, sneaky eyes or something. Not necessarily evil eyes, but because these are the ones that Rex has. They're like Rex's eyes, I think, and they're very evil. Those eyes look cool, but I don't know if they look evil. Some of them look so innocent. Some of them are the eyes. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pick some that I think look slitted when we look through the generator. Because slitted I always associate with liars. So maybe that's definitely the ones to go for. And what bandana would you like, Juice? Like, because the one he's currently wearing we don't have to go with. I mean, could we? It's totally up to you. I mean, that's probably the one that is thickest. Where's the accessories gone? There's also like, because you say a hat, don't you? So you probably want it to cover all his head, ideally, if it's classed as a hat. Let's have a look at what that other one was, because we can always make a little edit to that for it to cover up his head properly. I mean, he's like bald there on his sprite. I wonder if there's actually any assets, because we might just find one online and see if there's an actual proper bandana. We'll have a little look anyway. Have a look, that won't hurt. The bandana was cool. Oh, so you like that? With badges or without? You can change the colour of the badges, and obviously, do you want black or brown? So many decisions. So many decisions with cool. Do you like black badges or do you like them to be coloured? Because we can go super snazzy and give them some fancy colours too. It's totally up to you, Juice. I mean, you can let me have the freedom if you want and choose for you, but I like to give you guys the option for your characters as well. But just let me know if you think I should pick. It's cool, however you like it. Cool, awesome. We'll go for. I think a bit of colour could be good for his personality. He's a bit of a sneaky merchant, and I think colours might fit it quite well. Pink, maybe. But I don't know about those eyes. I'm going to have another look through the eyes. I kind of want to show the gold off a bit in his eyes. But some of them look a bit too innocent. They're good ones. But we're not going to look too much at the generator because it's a bit deceiving because it's the wrong skin colour and everything. So we'll just start dragging things into Photoshop now. Probably be best. Right, so where's this bandana? Let's get this on first. It's hiding from me. Just so you know, Juice, there is... Hang on a minute. I've found other hats. So I just want to make sure we're not missing any there. Although I think the bandana is probably quite suitable. More. But there is that sort of hat, just so you know. I mean, we might need to edit it a little bit so it fits the reptile's face properly if we were going to go for that. But in case if you wanted something that did fill up the head more, there's always that option. Either would totally work and look good in my opinion. So just let me know if... Oh, I'm saying that. You can't even see. I'm so sorry. I'm very bad at... realizing sometimes that I've not got the right screen up. But yeah, I spotted another hat in case you wanted one that filled up his head more. So I know that it's not fitted properly, but if you wanted that, we can edit it to fit. But you could also still go for the bandana. I'm just giving you more options here just in case. It's your choice, Juice. Good morning, Van. How are you doing? It's good to see you. So, the bandana's more awesome. Cool. I like knowing that I've given you choice and you still pick the bandana because that means you must really like it. So we'll definitely go for the bandana then. Let's find where it is. So they actually do have the badges and the hats separate from each other, I see. But if you like the badges, we can add those on. But it's nice to know that there's also a possibility to add one without badges too. So let's make this, is it black or brown? I'll make it black for now, but if you would rather it be brown, then just say, and I will change it. He's got no eyes. He'll get some soon now. Yeah, it looks cool, yay. Doing okay working and lurking. Fun work lurk. Work lurking is good. I wish I could have done that at my job. If I was caught on Twitch, I'd have been fired. Because they were mean. 1 year and 2 months, Epi. That's a long time. Okay, so what was the other thing? So I'm just gonna have a peek. We need the ears, we need the eyes. We need the mouth, and then we just need his clothes. And was there any other important features that are on the form that we need? I don't think there was there? I think those were the main ones. So once we've done the face and got everything in position, we'll do the sprite then. And then we'll have to put him on the stream avatars. We'll definitely get him done before the end of the stream. So we'll have Juice walking across. That'll be cool. But I've seen that, you know, that bow bandana, this one here. I'm so tempted to have another NPC reptile that wears that at some point. Even if it doesn't necessarily have to be a community one, he can just be a random NPC. But I think that would be quite adorable. So, eyes. Let's get some cool, shifty gold eyes. So there's these ones. We'll see how these ones look. We'll make them gold as well. Okay, so I guess it's thinking what sort of mouth expression he'll have. He could literally have all of them, but I think a good default one could generally be that smirky one that he's currently got. But he can be angry sometimes too if there's suitable dialogue options like that will show that he's angry for sure. And reptiles don't have eyebrows. So I need to make sure I get the right mouth. So I'm going to have a little look through what they look like. Because some of them are the doggo mouths, and we don't want to give the reptile a doggo mouth by accident. But I think this is the one. We have so many tabs up now on Photoshop. There you go. He's got his mouth. Ears. He looks a bit like a strange one without his ears. So let's give him his ears. Can't find them. Show yourselves. They're like literally hundreds of assets, so it can be quite the challenge to find the one you're after. But they are categorized. Just still. There you go. I think we found them. We need to celebrate our belated anniversary. I love the closed caption box. How long have you had that? For a couple of months, Pink Zeppelin. It's a nice addition, isn't it? Because not everybody can hear me. Some people have to work like and mute me, so I do agree. It's a good thing. Does it say what I'm saying? Is it accurate? I'm very curious. So we need to make sure the ears are positioned properly. So let's get Rex's. There we go, there's Rex's. As we can see, the ears need moving just a touch. We got to make sure we line up the eyes properly as well. So I'm using Rex's Reptile as the template for this one. Let's just change those to the light coloured ears because they're slightly darker compared to what we want them to be. There we go. This guy is a little bit lighter than the regular green for the reptiles. So he's a little bit naked, isn't he? I think he needs some clothes on. So let's get that outfit on. So it was the, I think it's brown by default. We can always make it a touch darker if we want. We'll have a look how it looks. It's good to see you again, Pink Zeppelin. It's been a while. I hope life is treating you well. Okay, so I think that's the one. It's a little bit ragged, the outfit, which I think is quite appropriate because, you know, reptiles are a bit of an oppressed race. I'm sure even though he's a sneaky merchant that's made a bit of riches from tricking people, he's probably not like massively well off or anything. I mean, that's totally up to Juice. Who knows? Maybe he's a really successful merchant. But he could easily not be either. It all depends how good he is. So let's make this a bit more brown. So we could have a dull brown like that, or we could go for a more brighter brown or lighter. It's honestly, I think it looks cool either way, but let me know if there's anything you have in mind. I'll just do it however. Okay, so I think that is all we need, right, for the face. But we got to just do his cute little sprite now. He's going to sell you some... Oh, is he? So he's a really good merchant then. He's a good one. Interesting. I'm looking forward to meeting him. Okay, so I'm going to get this saved. And then we'll do his little sprite. Okay, so let's just go back to the generator a sec and see if we can get as much as possible as close to what we want with the sprite on the generator, and anything that's not ideal we'll edit to our liking. So we've got the ears, we've got the wings, and I think that's the right outfit, but we need to change, probably need to change the colour slightly. Oh no, wrong so yeah, we've got a turquoise reptile at the moment for the sprite. Let's get his bandana on as well. So it's black with a blue and a yellow. I think that's the default colours actually. So yeah, all that needs changing is the colour of the reptile skin to be the same green. And And we'll probably change the brown of the clothing slightly as well to match up properly. And is the tail? Yeah, the tail looks good in that light green, but for some reason when I did the skin colour that green, it looks very faded. So some reptiles might like have them sort of things, but generally the ones without hats probably visually look better with the horns. But yes, some of them probably will. All reptiles will be different. Some will have them, some will be just bald. There's be lots of different kinds. So yeah, I'm going to just import this one into Photoshop because I really don't think that makes it look a bit faded, and that's probably around a similar colour we want, but we'll get it looking better in Photoshop, I think. So let's just save that wolf character and give him an edit. I don't know why it messes up the colours with the beasts, but it's how it is. I'll probably at some point now have a play around with those gradients and see if I can fix it and get the beast match up properly. BRB, enjoy your BRB, Elite. Okay, so let's, the easiest way to do this would to be, I'm going to have to delete some of the tabs because there's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste that blending layer. It's a bit wrong at the moment, but we'll, oh no, that's the wrong colour. I've pasted the colour of the shirt instead, like silly. The face one. It'd probably be easiest to use the hue one, because that keeps the outline, but we will have to make 2 layers of him and use the eraser to get rid of the, because it changes all of him green, that's the thing. But what we'll do, we'll just copy and paste, we'll get rid of it there. And we'll manually just erase and reveal the green we want. That's probably the best way to do it, but we don't want to get rid of his gold eyes for sure. I wonder if there's an easier way to select the face. Yeah, probably something like this. But I want it to, I don't want it to select any of the clothing. Oops. And it's a little bit off slightly, and what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get the avatar, I'm going to just get him up at the side so we can make sure it's matched up completely to his colour, because it's still a bit turquoise. So I'm just going to delete the tabs. I have about a bazillion tabs open at the moment. Also, I'm going to just put that playlist back on from the beginning. Final Fantasy Prelude. Hi Neffel, who is that green guy? Is it a Ninja Turtle? Maybe. He's a sneaky merchant, that's who he is. The way he looks already makes you want to buy everything in. Well, that's good. That means Juicy's plans worked. It's weird though because the little CC button covers up a lot of the text. I can always like change the positioning and move the box somewhere else if it's a bit weird, Zeppy. I think it allows me to do that, the extension does. I just don't want it to end up over my face or anything, the closed captions is all. I don't trust the green guy. Well, you're right to not trust him. He's a liar apparently. Okay, so does that, let's get, the green is slightly off to what we want it to be, but let's fix that. To be honest, that's probably as close as we're gonna get to what he looks like on his face. That obviously ignore that all his clothes are green as well. We're gonna sort that out now and make sure he's fine. So what I'm planning to do is select all the turquoise bit and hopefully so if we do similar, it grabs some of the brown, so unfortunately if we erase that, it'll get rid of some of the bits we don't want. So, or to be honest, it's not too bad actually. Actually that works. I thought it would erase bits that we wouldn't want, but I think it's fine. He's the green one we want now. He matches up a lot closer to the avatar, yay. So, okay, it's not 100% perfect. We have made a bit of green on his clothing, so we'll just use the history bus to get that back. It won't be too bad. It's just a few little pixels on the clothing. Not many really. As soon as we do that, we get the turquoise bit come back, so we can't erase that bit. But to be honest, it's a bit of a raggedy outfit anyway. Some of it is revealing his reptilian skin. He'd be banned from Twitch if he was on here. Can't show that reptile flesh. You'll offend some people. The green guy is your friend. Does he have wings? He does. All reptiles have wings, unless they've had an accident, of course. And they've had them surgically removed. So I think we the outfit is wearing probably just needs to be a little bit more bright brown. But everything else matches up. We got the black cat, we got the gold eyes. We got the... Ooh, there's only one thing I need to alter on the face. I got the yellow and the blue badge slightly the wrong way around, but that's easy to sort out. I've done that now. Fixed. He's a cutie pie, isn't he? I'm going to compare him to Rex and see how he looks in comparison. Let's get them by foot. Well, Rex's avatar's right here, walking on the screen. I mean, should we make him a touch lighter? I feel like we could get away with doing that. because he is slightly lighter in colour than Rex. But I don't want to mess up the black outline, you see, but we can probably do it. Let's have a look at levels. Yeah, see, if we do that, he loses his outline completely. So it'd be nice to just make him a touch lighter, but without losing the outline. He like gets super bright, but you know that could work. Shadows, highlights. I feel that's more his colour probably. All reptiles are wigs. I don't think that's accurate. In Raindrop Chronicles world, it is. Is Rex walking around the bottom of the screen? He is. He is indeed. If you're a character in the game and you are in the streams lurking, your character appears. Mine's there too. Okay, I think like that is super close actually to what he should be. So I'm gonna get Rex's reptile up as well, because I actually want to compare the skin colours to see. Well, it isn't. Is it skin for reptiles? I don't know if that's the right term. Scales, is that it? So here's Rex's. So he should be a little bit darker in colour than Juice's. We'll zoom Juice out a bit because he's a bit zoomed in. Yeah, he is. But let's get this guy back. So that's what he looks like on his face, and that's what his sprite looks like. But so we could just do with making this brown outfit a little bit bright, maybe. Because I did edit it to be a touch brighter. Oh my goodness me, thank you for that host. Hello Willow Scale. How was your stream? I hope it was a good one. How did it go? How's Elder Scrolls treating you? I bet you really OP in that game, aren't you? Hi Liquid, how are you? Asriel as well, how are you doing guys? It's good to see you both. How's your week treating you? Stream was good, thanks, how are you? Doing good, we're making one of our characters today. Juice's character, he's a cheeky merchant. Well, he's worse than that, he's a liar and he tricks people. So he's a reptile. And we're in the process of making him, and this is his face. He looks like a sneaky one, doesn't he? So it's been fun. We've got like 4 new characters to be working on, so it'd be good to get some of those done. I love how smug he looks. He does, doesn't he? He's not one to be trusted. But I hope your stream went well. How are things going? How is the Elder Scrolls? He looks very cute and innocent, his sprite does, but when you see his face, it's a different story. So yeah, I'm going to probably just make his outfit a bit more saturated. So I think the easiest thing to probably do is... Does that select all of him? We'll soon see. Yeah, that's fine. That's a bit too bright, a bit too orange. See if that's... Yeah, it's probably about right. He looks like a sweetheart. Well, he does that anyway, but like you just want to cuddle him like that, but then you see that face and it's a different story. Because you see that he's actually quite sneaky. And so he's good just been playing some PvP today and getting my butt kicked. Oh no, I suck at PvP. I'm definitely not one that can do PvP. Are those Pokemon gym badges? Are they? There could be. Maybe there's a bit of a story behind these badges on his bandana. Maybe there's a bit of a backstory there. Who knows? Because Juice's character will get his own quest line. Everybody will have their own quest line. So it'd be fun to see what sort of story that will be about. Where's his wings in the photo? Well, you can't see him. Rex's doesn't have wings either on his photo. I mean, you could like, if you want to be like super realistic, you could show a bit at the back. But it's not, unfortunately, there's no assets for the wings on the faces. Anxious Kid, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Let's get Rex's avatar up and you'll see he don't have the wings either. Neither Chub Cheeks doesn't even have wings because they're hidden under his armour. Like, he's a reptile. You wouldn't think it, would you? You'd think you would not have a clue about that. It's meant to be a secret, that's why. And if he doesn't have wings at all, because you wonder if that had hurt him. All squished under his armour like that. Let's have a look at his asset. Yeah, he don't have them because they're all trapped under his armour. I asked Chubb, I said, do you want the wings to be visible on your character? And he was like, no, he's meant to be hiding his identity. So, but yeah. So he don't even have the rings. Maybe he had them chopped off. Maybe some of them can do that. Purple eyes, yeah, he's got purple eyes. You can have all sorts in this world. You can be bright coloured kitties and everything. Azrael's character is a bright blue kitty. It's great. So I think we've very much nearly done and dusted with your character, Juice. I just want to make sure he's all perfect. So I'm going to flatten him. Make him a little touch darker, just a touch. But I think he's cool now. He's sweet. I like him from the back because you can see his sweet little bald head. I'd give it a stroke. He cut them off to be like, that's dedication. Yeah, that could be very possible. He could be hiding his wing under his armour, or he could literally have had them taken off because he was that ashamed. of his race. Or who he is, who knows. A lot of the stories are very much a question mark with the characters right now, but it'll be fun to actually decide exactly what is the truth. Pulsate? What's pulsate? Am I a noob for not knowing that? And hi Anxious as well, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to get... Are you happy with this, Juice? Are you happy with this little reptile? If there's anything at all that you want changing, let me know now. And then I'll put him in the stream avatars so we can see him walking across. So far, no. Awesome. So, let's get him saved. And it's just getting yours and Elite's character sheets done next. That's the next job. We'll see how he looks when he's walking across. Avatar looks great, yay. He's a good addition to the cast, isn't he? It's always nice to have another reptile in the cast. I'm thinking, who haven't we got yet in terms of races? We've got humans, we've got elves, we've got kitties. We don't have any doggos yet. We've got a fairy as well. Finchfish is a fairy. I think Fantasia is going to be a fairy as well. Okay, so we're going to get you in stream avatars now. We'll use this as a template. So the front one. I wonder if green's the most common colour for reptiles, or whether like they will be of all colours. I wonder if their colour like separates them as well into different factions. I wonder if they have that sort of bias, or like, I don't know, maybe they don't, but I do want to really make the lore very detailed with the races over time, with the help of you guys, of course. Hi Geeky Go, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. How are things going, Geeky Go? And when your character sheets are done, guys, Elite and Juice, they'll be put up on the Twitter as well. I think Juice has a Twitter, but I don't think Elite does. But they'll be on there anyway, for the world to see. Wow. I think that's correct. I think everything's aligned properly there. So let's make sure. Yep. So let's get him saved and put in the stream avatars. I'm on Twitter, yay. Doing pretty good. China's getting for me from a few more views lately, so that is pretty good. Oh, that's awesome, Geeky. What have you been playing? I never see you online. Must be when I'm in bed or something. But then again, I'm not really on Twitch as much lately. Life is stolen by a game dev. But Sometimes have a peep to see who's on. Okay, so now I just need to get your avatar in the folder and we can get him up. I hope you're excited, because I am. I'm excited every single time we get a new avatar. So I've just disconnected it so we can get juices in. So here we go, let's get him imported. Save and reload, I think we have to do. There we go. Why is it being a butt face? There we go. Okay. User editing. So now are we getting them popping up? So we just need to edit, change. There we go, I think you're in there. I can see your wings behind Elite's character. Yay. It's weird how Stream Avatars does it though, because it's like they flip the character. I don't know why it's like that, but it must be something with the code, because that is not how he looks. Oh, so he isn't flip time now. I'm very confused. But sometimes his badges are on the wrong side of the head. It's like Rose's scar is on the wrong side of her face. Sometimes that's just how Stream Avatars has to have it, you see. So, but in the game, those little details will be how they should be, of course. But it's cool. He is done. So let's hide Photoshop for now. We are done. Look at him there. He's got the human neck. So I'm going to just keep him saved, even though he's like a lot different now we've edited him in Photoshop. I'm going to save that anyway, because I do plan to mess about with the generator and get the colours how they should be. So that the face colours match up properly with the sprites. And maybe I'll find a way to get the beast necks in as well. I don't know if that will be possible though. But yay. Oh, geeky go. Got some raindrops there. Brown mushrooms. Do you like brown mushrooms, Elite? Minecraft and Skyrim I stream at night in the US. Oh, that's probably why then, geeky go. I'm fast asleep. But that's really cool. I hope you're enjoying those games. Is this an inside joke? This mushroom thing? I'm curious. Don't you think Juice looks so innocent when he's a sprite? He looks like a sweet, innocent reptile. We're getting quite the cast. So let's have a look, because we have Fantasia's character as well. So I'm just gonna get their forms up again. We do have to do your character sheets, guys. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. We've got an hour of stream still, so we can start working on those now. It's quite chill to do the character sheets. But I want to have a look at Fantasia's character just so we know what's coming up with our characters. So Phasia Moonstar, female, fairy, interesting. An antagonist fairy. That's so cool. To cause confusion and mayhem. Very fitting for a fairy. Fairies are usually a bit like that. The ones in Final Fantasy 14 are anyway. The world is just right with people to use and create as much as Discord as possible. Discord? She said Discord. These are people who want to do evil, from the simple of wanting personal revenge to wanting to destroy things, makes my enjoyment greater. So, we've got this character coming up too, and I'm going to be doing this one probably off stream. So we're probably not going to have time today to do the character sheets and Fantasia's character. And we also have White Watts as well. And I believe White Watts is, I think he might be a doggo, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have a peep. Because he might be a human. I can't remember if it was a human or a doggo character. But expect a fairy to come up soon as well in the character sheets. I'm going to have a look at White Watts. And then that's it. We'll have caught up. And I know that we have Storm Eagle and Val reaching the 500 Raindrop soon as well. Oh yeah, he is a doggo. So we'll have the first doggo in the cast, which will be cool. And we look like we've got quite a bit of lore for the doggos here that will be built. Which is interesting because everything is a complete blank slate. When we started the game, we just had these 8 races, well 7 at the time. And they were nothing, they were just races with no lore. But just like from the character sheets and what you guys have filled in, we're slowly building up like lore, and it's fun. So let's do them character sheets then. Let's get graphic scale open because that's what I use for making the character sheets. I'm probably gonna have to have a BRB soon so I can get a snack. I always get hungry at this time. Pretty fun, started a Minecraft Realms world for subscribers, so hopefully that may drag a few more in. Oh, that's a good idea. Looks like a snake. A snake? No goat characters. No, there isn't a goat, unfortunately. Not as an actual race in the game. I suppose doggo would be the closest thing to a goat. Oh my goodness me, thank you for the sub, Geeky Goat. Can we have some hype, please, in chat for Geeky Goat? I appreciate you, Geeky Goat. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. And now you get double raindrops in chat and you get to use my cute bat emotes. Let's have some hype for Geeky Goat, everybody. Sorry I was away. What happened? Welcome back, Juice. We've got your little character in the stream avatars now. He's walking across. Yay. He looks like a real sweetheart that you just want to give a hug to, but yeah. Don't trust him just because he's a cute animal. I see him, yeah. Yay, I'm so excited to put all these characters in the story. I mean, once we finish the Everbloom Forest and moved on to a new zone, we will likely be in a new town. Probably a town that's bigger than the Everbloom Forest, but not like a massive city or anything. And I'm sure there's going to be some characters introduced to us in that town from the cast that we've currently got. We'll have to have a discussion and see who would fit in that town when the time comes. But we're probably likely going to be in the Everbloom Forest for the next for the next like couple of months at least. Oh my goodness me, Geeky Goat, what's going on? Giving Juice a sub. Thank you so much. We need more hype in chat, guys, for that gift sub. And now you're on the leaderboard, Geeky Goat. I appreciate you. That's so kind of you. So let's get some hype. Thank you guys for the hype. Oh, I hope you enjoy that gift sub from Geeky Goat Juice. You're going to be getting all those raindrops at this rate. I think you're very much getting close to 1,000, right? Like Yay. Okay, so I'm going to find where I put the character sheets. And I don't know what colour you guys want your character sheets to be. I usually pick something that complements the colour of your avatar best. Usually whatever colour they are, or clothes they're wearing, or anything that goes well with it. But I do like to keep the colours of the character sheets quite different from each other as well, so that there's a unique colour for everybody. So let's just get some ones up. Let's get a few up and we'll pick the one that will be the best templates. So I need to see how much of your character sheets you've filled in, guys, because some people have like quite big ones with a lot written, and other people have less. So I usually pick as a template one that is the same, so I don't have to resize them too much. But let me get graphic scale up as well, so you can actually see the character sheets. So we'll start with Elite. Let's have a look what Elite has got. So I think Elite is actually quite long. He's got all this for his characters. I'm actually thinking of using Kindle Trashes as the template, because hers is quite a long one too. Oh my goodness me! Geeky Goat, what's going on today? You've been too kind to me. My goodness me. Thank you for gifting Neffel a sub. Thank you so much. Can we see all that hype for Geeky Goat? I want you guys to thank Geeky Goat and give her lots of love from me. And Dava, thank you for the host. I appreciate you. How are you doing today, Dava? It's good to see you. Dava the legend. And thank you, Van. Thank you very much. They're I generally pop the avatar in and the sprites on Photoshop after creating it, and that's because the colour, I do it in 8-bit, and the colours are very like limited for the avatar if I was to paste them directly into graphic scale. But the reason I designed the character sheets in 8-bit, or it's either 8 or 24, is so I can just easily change the colours. I can like do that and the colour just completely changes, and it's just a lot easier that way than if I had to manually do it. Graphic style's pretty cool. It can be a bit confusing to learn at first, but once you get used to it, it's a nice little piece of software. I feel it's very underappreciated. Most people prefer that other one, Aspirite or something. No problem. Thank you so much. Too kind, Geeky Goat. Thank you for the hype, everybody. I am going to go on a very short BRB before we continue, because I'm very hungry and I need a snack. We still got an hour stream to go, so we'll chill, chat and make some character sheets. We'll get elites put together, and whatever I don't finish, I will be doing over the weekend, and then they'll be posted on Twitter at some point. So I'll be doing elites first, and then I'll be doing juices And so keep your eyes peeled for the Twitter and the Discord, because it'll be announced when they're put up. And then I'll do Fantasias after that. And so I'll be back very soon, chat. I'll be a few minutes. Chat amongst yourselves if you wish. oh my goodness me, what has been happening while I've been gone? You guys are wild animals. You love this song, fan? Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? This one is, I think it was the final trial in A Realm Reborn in Final Fantasy XIV. Ultima, that's it. You know it. You know it. Van's a pro. Okay, I'm officially back. So I've got myself some my favourite. You play Final Fantasy 14? Are you still subbed at the moment? I would love to still be playing it, but you know, it can be a bit pricey to play it to pay it that sub, and especially if you only play it casually now and again, like say a few times in that month. But I do love the game. I tend to play it like crazy when a new expansion comes out. Level 80 summoner and trying to get the gear so I can do the latest content. Yeah, that's good luck. That's badass. Okay, so right, so we're going to use kindled trashes as a template for elites. So if we look at kindled, hers is hers has a lot in it. The most out of anybody's so far. So elites is pretty detailed as well. So let's get all this. There we go. So let's have a peep. Does elite have any info in that box? I'm going to double check. Actually, we might not use kindles as the because it's this particular section of text here that elite's got a lot of info. So who is the most? It's probably my character actually that is the most. I'm going to double check because we'll use mine as a template if so. Yeah, we'll use mine as a template. I think Elite's is going to have more in it than mine. But that'll be fine. We'll just make it a bit bigger if we have to. The only sub game just because I have friends there, but I'm a casual player for the most part. Oh, that's awesome that you're play with people that you know and have friends with. Because I've heard some unfortunate things with the FCs, like myself and a couple of other people I used to play it with have had to like leave the resties because of, don't know, just a bit of conflict and stuff, I guess, which is unfortunate. But it's like it's really cool if you have that really good group of friends. I ended up just playing it solo in the end. And playing MMOs on your own is quite a funny thing, isn't it? Yay, Neffel hype. Hope you're enjoying the sub, Neffel. And those double raindrops. You can get your character faster with double raindrops. Okay, so I don't know what colour to make Elite sheet. Looking at his character, I'm going to have a peep. I'm going to have a peep at his avatar and see. I think I crossed his character avatar off, so I'm going to get it back up in Photoshop. My first thought was black, but Akira's is black, but there's no reason why we can't use that colour as well for Elite, but a different shade. I've got so many images. Oh, there's the red of his eyes. It's funny because that is exactly the same colour as Legion's. I'm going to get Legion's sheet up actually. So I would like it to look a bit different to Legion. I don't want any of the character sheets to look too similar. I want them to all have their own kind of identity. We could always do it so it's the other way round. We use the red for the colour of the background and the black for the text. That's always a possibility. But those seem to be the primary colours of Elite's character. Have we got another character that has a red character sheet? I'm actually not sure. I'm going to have a look. Joe Boy's is red, but his is more of a dull red. Yeah, his is more like a kind of dullish red. Elite's could definitely be a brighter red. Found good guild to folks to play with, so that made the whole game easier. That's awesome. He has a robust party finder at least. Generally, I find the community of 14 very good. It's probably a lot better than a lot of other multiplayer games. But you always get them odd toxic ones, don't you? Silver or gold for Elite. That's actually another thing, another colour to consider too, Van. If we have a look, let's have a look at Elite again. Let's get him up on Photoshop. So this is what his character looks like. He has the blacks, he's got the greys, he's got the reds, you see, good silver for sure. I definitely am thinking silver. Look at the jewellery and he's kind of got... But is Legion silver? I don't know. It's more black to me, isn't it, this? We could always go for that, but lighter for Elite's colour scheme. But what colour would be the secondary colour? Because I'm reluctant to have red as a secondary colour just because Akira's is that, you see. I'm getting all fussy about colour schemes. I'm like this. I just like the character sheets to look nice. I like to take time to make them look pretty, and you know, these will look really cool on the website when it's up and running as well, so it's worth it. Maybe red with silver as the secondary colour then, perhaps. I'm gonna just, because we're gonna use, mine's the template, so we'll change the colours of mine and see what we can get. I want to get that same red of Elites if we're going to have that. Right, so just get rid of this. How's that compared to Joe Boy's colour? It's like a maroon now. Maroon could fit as the primary colour. Oh. Ignore the pink because we'll be changing that. Let's see how silver looks against the maroon. I think it looks pretty snazzy. I need to double check the colour value difference with the outer end of the border. It's about 70. Yeah, it's about 70 difference. or 60 actually. Numbers, damn those numbers. Okay, so can you send me the link of the character add-in sheet, as I forgot how to find it because it's going to take some time to finish. Okay, well, one way to get the link to the character, you mean the character form, don't you? Where you fill in the info, I assume. One way to get to it is by clicking on the link tree here in the project command. That will take you to, let me find link tree. I should really make it a bit easier. I should get a straight out link. So I'm going to make a command for that as soon as possible. That links directly to the FAQ. Yeah, here's the link tree. So information FAQ is the one to click. So it's this Google Doc page, and I'm going to put that link in chat for you all. I see we've got an anonymous chinchilla and an anonymous otter hanging out there. So that's the link. But yeah, it's the first top one on our link tree, which you can get to on the Twitter. On the project command on that link now, and in the panels, and it'll take you to this, and here it is. It's the first page, and there's a choice of 3 forms basically. There's not just one form. You get to pick whether you want a playable character, a major NPC, and a minor, and basically the difference between them all. Well, I've popped it there. If you want to be somebody who we play as in battle, like have your own class and stuff and your own skill tree, and you would be classed as a playable character. But if you don't want to be that, you can be literally an NPC, either an antagonist or someone that's an ally that helps the party out. Or even if you want to go for someone that isn't an antagonist or ally kind of character then, and you'd rather be somebody like Juice, who's a merchant. Usually if you're a normal townsperson, like an innkeeper, a merchant, or anybody to that degree, but a blacksmith, etc., you would be a minor NPC. But that doesn't mean you're minor in the game. You'd still get a quest line and stuff. You're just not really as prominent as perhaps an antagonist would be, or somebody like a major ally to the party, but you'd still have your little part. So you are a pickle. You're a pickle geeky goat. Pickles are delicious. Is it bad if I've never had a pickle before? Don't know if I have or not. Tomorrow you stream too? Not tomorrow, Neffel. Just Monday to Thursday. Schedule. I've got a schedule command. So every Monday to Thursday is my stream schedule. So I do get the next 3 days off, which is good for me because I try to get quite a bit done if I can, and also have a bit of rest too. I'm a pickle. Hi Pavi, how you doing? How you doing, Pavi? Hope you had a good day. 2 jobs right now. Medieval times and then a bookstore. So now the city of Myrtle Beach would like to hire me, and if I take that then I might leave. Oh really? But I hope it's not too busy for you, geeky girl. I hope they're fun jobs. For sure. Sounds fun. A bookstore would be pretty nice. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. But hopefully that answers the question about the character form. So back to those character sheets. So I'm kind of thinking a colour like this or something along these lines for Elite's character, because it's a very unique colour scheme for a character sheet that we don't really have yet. We could even make the maroon a bit darker just to distinguish it even more from Joe Boys. I think that might be... Obviously we're going to have to change the info, but also the background colour needs changing because it's brown at the moment. Have a serious headache, but you're good. Oh no. Hope you managed to get some rest and get rid of that headache. Right, it might not be the computer's fault though. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And hi Rex, how's it going? You doing okay? Computer's bad for you. You guys sound like my mother. Don't be talking like that. Remember when I was younger, if I had a headache, she'd probably say it was the computer's fault. And it actually wasn't the computer's fault at all. You know, sometimes headaches can come from other reasons, like stress or lack of water or who knows what. Who knows? Hi Living on Edge, how's it going? It's good to see you too. Hope you're having a good day, Edge. How are things going? So at the moment we're building a character sheet. It's got my name out at the moment, but it will be changed to Elite's very soon. I'm messing about with the colour scheme a lot at the moment, but we'll get that decided in a bit. Let's get the info we need in first. But I need to get the font sheet up so I know what fonts we use. Character sheet fonts, that's it, because that tells me exactly the fonts we use for this, and it's a lot easier to get things done quicker. So this is so we put Elite's username first for the big text, and then for the AKA bit we put the name of his character in. So what I usually do is I keep one letter there so that we can align it, because I'm lazy and I do not like grids and that sort of shiz. I'm a weird graphic designer. I just don't like grids because they block the way, they block the design, and I can't see it properly. Okay, so Elite. Let me sort of get Elite's name there. There we go. Elite Kong Ming. That's it. Sometimes I forget if it's Elite Ming Kong, or I get them mixed up sometimes. Doing all right, but work has been a pain today. Things are getting better now though. Silly work. Silly work. Let Rex relax. Silly work. I got a barrel full of wool I'm stripping today. Oh my goodness, that sounds dangerous. Oh my god, barrel. Carol the Barrel. I think Zeppelin referenced Carol the Barrel without even realising. Just so you know, I'm going to let you guys know, it's Thanksgiving next week, and we will be having an appreciation stream for Carol the Barrel for Thanksgiving, to thank her for being such an awesome character in this game. So even though we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in the UK, I feel it's appropriate because it's also the 70th stream of Raindrop Chronicles on Thanksgiving, so it's perfect. We got a fun week next week for streams, everybody. If you want to say, check the latest live Discord announcement. Don't miss out, because you will be gutted if you miss out on next week's streams. They're some of our most exciting streams so far. And hi DB, welcome to the stream. Thank you. It's very kind of you to say. How are you doing today? And Cheese, hi as well. I need to catch up with chat, I'm so behind. I'm doing alright, I've been super lurking today lately because I have no idea how anything you're doing works, but I've loved watching you progress through this. Thank you, Ed. Yeah, it's what I'm doing is like very, nobody else on Twitch is doing anything like this. It's very niche, so some people might not understand, and that's totally fine. But I'm hoping over time, especially as the website comes out and some trailers and content of the game as we develop it, it'll become a lot clearer to people, and I hope you all like it, because I'm having a blast. I do dev stuff every day, so I'm not surprised that I get a serious headache sometimes. Oh no, you definitely need a break then, Pavi. You need to have a chill time. You're working hard. The way your B follows the D, just like damn. You're all cute, says Living on Edge. Everyone's complimenting each other now. That's good. I want chat to be nice to each other for sure. Okay, so right, so guys, I'm gonna also say we're very close now to 200 subs on the YouTube, so I would super appreciate it if you guys help me get there as fast as we can, and give some other vids a like as well. I've got a hater out there that's stalking me and downing my videos lately, and it's making me a bit sad. So I super appreciate a sub and some likes, and tomorrow would be good for that. Tomorrow's good for what? Project. Thank you for the project command, Dave, and thank you for that follow as well, DB, and anyone else that might have followed, or on Bit Badge. Yeah, there is an on Bit Badge, and Living on Edge has got it. How cool is that? Sub YouTube, thank you. I know who the person is that's doing the downvote, because the thing with me, I don't have many enemies. I'm a nice person, but there's one person out there who is my enemy, and they're probably the one doing it. So, but who knows, it could probably be just some random troll, but sometimes I don't really think there'd be trolls searching RPG Maker related content somehow. Usually the people in the RPG Maker community are very nice and wouldn't do that. So I think it's somebody, I think I have a good idea. I needed the link again now that I'm not on mobile. Yeah, well, fill in those character forms, any of you that do have those 500 raindrops, and I will make your character sheet. And I'm just excited to get more characters here walking. As we get more, we'll have more walking over time, and that'll be awesome. We got quite a few today, which is cute. I mean, we've had Elite join us, just so you know, guys. Elite's now on there. And we've also got Juice as well, another reptile. He looks like he's Rex's little brother, but I don't think there's any relation. Who knows? Okay, so back to doing Elite's character sheet. Have I spelled Elite's name right? I think I have, I hope so. So what I usually do is just line it up like that. Oh no, accidentally chopped off some. And I'll centre it at the end, because we'll get the info in first. Let's get Elite's character's name in now. And let's double check what Elite's called, because I forgot. He's got a pretty awesome name from what I remember. His name is Prime Minister Traitor. Traitor Rio. Yeah, you are a traitor, Elite. Not in real life. I mean, your character's a massive big traitor. That's what. Of course not in real life. Elite's the opposite of that. Okay, so what size text do we have for this? 28, I think. Oh yeah, I've got to change it to white. I almost forgot. Lucky now, good luck, Rose. Bye everyone. Take care, Elite, and keep an eye out on the social medias and the Discord, and you will see your character. Because I'm at some point over the weekend, I've got 3 days off now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So one of my goals for the weekend is to get you and Juice's characters done, and I want to get Fantasia's done as well. So yeah, very likely you'll be seeing these completed character sheets then before Monday's stream for sure, because Monday's stream is going to be super fun, and we'll be, just so you know, I'm going to just let you know in case you're not in the Discord, Monday we will be deciding who the first boss is going to be. We're going to have a poll and vote on who we want as the first boss in the Everbloom Forest, and that'll be, we'll leave that poll open for the full 24 hours. And then Tuesday we'll do some boss mechanics and skill ideas for him, and Wednesday we're going to continue with the next part of the story, so it'll be super fun. A troll would leave a comment. Do they want the attention? Someone wanting to remain anonymous but still try and hurt you would dislike the video, and if it's every video, then considering your YouTube size at the moment, certainly the same person and not just a random person that generally did like the video. They've not been disliking them all, but there's been several that they've consistently been disliked, and it just seems like a bit of a pattern. And no, they haven't left a comment or anything like that, and I think whoever's doing it is somebody who is sub to me, because it's always when I've just posted the video when I get the dislike, when there is one. So, and they probably get the notification. And I just, yeah, it's one of those things where it doesn't really matter, because like they say, even a dislike is a form of engagement and it's still beneficial apparently. But I don't like that. I still don't want to think that my stuff's downvoted, because I put a lot of work into what I'm doing, and even I feel if it's not your cup of tea creatively, I think you still have to kind of respect it in a way, surely. So it's definitely just a hater. It's one of my enemies, one of my very few enemies. Like, if I could make a list of all my enemies, it would be quite a short list. So they're not very clever. They're not very clever. Who would hate if I say like you? Maybe some ALs that doesn't respect women and have with Tiny Pickle. That's very exactly right, Pavi. It's probably that. Yeah, that's mean. Yeah, most of my enemies have been guys that like just didn't like that I didn't want to date them, like most of the time. That's very true. Yeah, that's mean. It's a mini pool. But it doesn't matter, guys. If you sub to me and you like my videos, then we're getting rid of that, what that person's done. So it's all good. It's all erased and forgotten eventually. So I think that's all aligned. We need to centre it though. We might need to move it down as well because the text of Kong Ming is in the way. I understand it's so well, this is just a topic that's probably best not discussed on stream, to be honest, guys, because it's just, I just get annoyed at Twitter when it gets all political, and to be honest, it really doesn't matter. Like, people should just concentrate on their own content and stop getting angry all the time. I really think that's the best thing to do. It's okay, Pavi, I'll forgive you just this once. Okay, I'm all the formatting and all the centering and making it tidy. I'll focus on more off stream probably. We'll just get the main stuff in first. So, what is he? Is he a human? He is. He's a human antagonist. I think that's how I write it for. I'm going to have to open one of the antagonist sheet to double check. Yeah. Elite is going to be my mortal enemy? Yeah, and why do you think that is, Rex? What is making you think that he's going to be your enemy? I think I need to change its background colour a bit though, because it's a bit too brown. Needs to be more reddy maroon. So we don't need to get rid of the human bit because that's staying. We just get rid of the vampire because he's not a vampire. That's Rose. I wonder why the A is so spread out by with that font. I always have to just edit it manually, but there we go. So I don't like to have too much of a gap. But obviously we want the text to be legible, so we might have to just move. Oh, looks like I've messed stuff up a bit. Now was me saying I'd do this off stream. I never stick to my promises. Go. If that's moving a bit, it looks a bit better, doesn't it? But it's definitely not centered, but I'm not going to do the exact measurements yet. That'll do for now. But I'll tie it up even more off stream. Because he's a human. I hate it when font does that. Yeah, it does. It's a very pretty font, but it does that sometimes. Do you stream tomorrow? No, Neffel. Only Monday to Thursday. You messing with that barrel again, Pink Zeppelin? I'm thinking Carol the Barrel when you said that. He's a human. Well, Rex, you're going to be very shocked by what you read in a minute when you read Elite's character's story. You're going to be horrified. I'm just thinking about the text, because I do like the maroon background, but at the same time I do want the text to be visible. But I don't want to make it white because it'll lose consistency with the other character sheet designs. You can still read the text, can't you? Even though it is dark, it's not like you can't read it. I just want it to be a different red to Joe Boys, but I feel like it is. Joe Boys is way different. I need to change the colour of this. Any plans for tomorrow? Probably just working on a combination of working on the Raindrop Chronicles stuff and relaxing. Character sheet submitted. I hope that helps. Yay, Dava. Exciting times. I'm excited to see who you've got. What your character's like. Are you gonna tell us anything? Or are you gonna wait for me to look? Okay, so we're gonna get rid of all my text in the description and we'll put elites in. But the next thing we got to do is save this because it's still called Rose Rainblood. We need the jump scare. I never get scared. That's a lie. I should take a break. It's very hard to, isn't it, Pavi? You can like get really carried away doing work sometimes, but I just think it's, even if you're motivated, it's still good to have that rest because of burnout. But burnout is a bad thing. Luckily I haven't got that yet. I'm hoping I never do because I'm having fun right now. I opted for a major NPC, an old hero who lives in retirement up on the mountain, forging weapons and armour for the next generation. That sounds really cool. An old hero. Is he going to give us some really cool weapons and armour like later on? That'll be awesome. Oh, he's retired, so we'll get an older guy in it as well. That's an awesome idea, Dave. We're going to have such a varied cast. Okay, so elite characters description. I bet you're all really intrigued, aren't you? By what elite's character could possibly be. So elite's put this as paragraphs. I'm wondering if we should format it like that because I'm not sure we're using paragraphs for the others, but this one might need to have paragraphs because it's quite a long one. We're not going to have room, I don't think, in this little space, so I might, we'll see. So Georgia is our font. I think size 14, I think. Oh no, I've crashed my computer. I accidentally put in 6,000 as the font size and everything's crashing. There we go. back to normal. And that isn't even the font we want. Back in the day, when I didn't have my RAM upgrade, that would have crashed and lagged stream probably. Oh, it's size 16, the text, not 14. Netflix and chill. Anything that you're watching on Netflix at the moment? I'm not on Netflix. Can't speak Netflix. But my sister is. We don't need that much line space. Oh, the reason why that's all the line space is because it... Okay, we got to get all this right. We're getting a bit of lag in the software. But we're good. We'll see. We might need to make the red background longer though. This because this is pretty long. This is. Elite's character is pretty interesting because he's connected his character to other characters that are currently in the story. Which is, I really like seeing that. Do we have a line space? We might do. I'm going to have to check the font settings. So he's made the king, he's like mentioned the king, who is a character in the game, one of the characters, and that's pretty cool because there's a connection, there's a link. I'm about to start at stripping, zapping, you'll get banned. Get banned from the internet, the whole of the internet. Well, not the whole of the internet, but Twitch. You wouldn't dare ping Zeppelin. I'm thinking of making this section italic because it's kind of, he's thinking it in his head, this other part, so, but it won't let me do it. I have to make a separate text box for that if so, which is fine. So that's sorted. Actually, we could all put that at one paragraph, I think, but then the next bit can go on a different one. King apparently is a hopeless king. Interesting. Elite's characters totally manipulated them. Elite's character is the master manipulator. Okay, so that's all in, but we need to, that's only half of the description. We need to put more in. Zexy, thank you for those 2 bitters. You now have a Sephiroth badge. Sephiroth bit badge for giving those 2 bitters. That just, yeah, only stripping wire. Oh, trust me to think the worst. This is actually my Christmas bonus if I can get it stripped in time. Has anyone got any plans for Christmas? Oh my goodness, look at the time. I don't want to end yet. I wanted to get Elite's character sheet all filled in. So let's just make the canvas a bit bigger. So you guys aren't going to see the juicy part of Elite's story because we're not going to have time to make it bigger. Like it's gonna, I've got to shift all this down and that can take a bit of time. But I'm going to be finishing this, guys, over the weekend. So if you're curious, you'll get to see the full character sheets on the Twitter and Discord. But just so you know, if you're curious about the second part of Elite's character's bio, it does involve the reptile race. So it involved you, Rex. I have big plans for Christmas. I'm going to visit my girlfriend and stay with their family for Christmas and New Year's. I'm really excited for all the fun and snacks and stuff. That sounds amazing. I wonder who that girlfriend could be. It's certainly not this person in the bottom left-hand corner, right? Have a good one, Rose. Chat, be safe, have fun, take care, sexy. Thank you for hanging out. Have an awesome weekend. So I'm just going to remind you before we head off and raid somebody that Monday's stream is going to be a really fun one. So if you want to be involved with the decision of our first boss, at least make sure you come in at some point so you get to vote on the poll. But the poll will be open for the 24 hours and it'll be done on the Discord, and so you'll have time to vote over the course of that day, even if you can't make the stream. It's always fun when Rose gets cheeky. I'm cheeky. She's my fave, yay. I'm Rex's fave. Have a good evening, Rose Maze. But thank you, Pick Zeppelin. What's a baller? Is that a bad, naughty word? I don't even know. I'm so naive. Right, so I'm going to give you the raid command, chat, because I really would like to drop us off at somebody's stream. So even if you can't hang about, if you gotta go off, do your own thing, chat. Super appreciate you doing the Rose Ray Blood. Put in an emote of your choice there as well. Doesn't have to be mine if you're not a sub. I'm just gonna get Twitch open and have a little peep-poos online. Thank you, Darren. Thank you for submitting a character. I'm very excited to do their character sheet. We've got a few coming up. So over the course of the next week, hopefully I'll get those character sheets put up. So keep an eye out, everybody. But Elites and Juices will be up before the weekend is over. No, it's not a bad word, lol. It's a badass. Oh, is that what it means? I know all these little words, so I get confused by them sometimes. I'm like, what's that mean? I'm not in with the kids. Not in with them kids at all. A pimp. Are you Rex? What's a pimp? What's the definition of pimp then? Let's confirm that. Okay, so what I'll probably do is I'm gonna give you the name of 2 games, and you guys can pick the game that you like the sound of the most, and we'll go and raid that person. So I'm gonna just have a little look at what we've got. We've got a lot of peeps online, so I've got some decisions to make here. Signs point to not. I'm so certainly not a poo. Yeah, I was wondering what the actual definition is, and then we'd know the truth. No one wielded a cane. Okay, chat. So I was gonna say Pokemon again, but I'm probably not, because I know Rex wouldn't pick the Pokemon one because he doesn't want spoilers. So I'm not. We won't raid a Pokemon streamer today. Okay, so Guild Wars 2 or Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a lot of Pokemon streamers, but I've managed to find some other games in between them. What one do you like the sound of? Guild Wars 2 or Red Dead Redemption 2, guys? Whatever is said the most, we'll go for that one. Guild Wars 2 for my vote. If I get a vote, everybody gets a vote. So off you say, chat. I'll give you 10-20 seconds and we'll go for whatever we hear the most of. Oh, we got 3 Guild Wars 2 ones. David says the Red Dead, switch 3 to 1. Guild Wars 2, plan on buying Red Dead Redemption. Looks like it's Guild Wars 2 that wins then, guys. So we'll go raid that streamer. Her name is Bird of Chess. She also plays Final Fantasy 14 too. So just so you know, she is a bit of a MMO fan. And she's very nice. It's an actual giveaway stream as well, so if you are interested in the Guild Wars 2 giveaway, then you should probably stick around. Oh, you know her then? Awesome. So I'll see you guys next week on Monday. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm excited for next week's streams, and I'll see you guys then. Take care. All the best, chat.